Hey, welcome to round two of MCP March Madness. I'm Steve, and I will be launching the second edition of our MCP competition here. To quick recap, last week we put Neon and Supabase head to head and see how well their APIs fared against AI agent use. And today we're going to go into round two, which is for Resend versus Loops, which are two popular email providers, and see how well their APIs handle an agent trying to execute a task. If you don't know, check out resend.com and loops.so, both incredible kind of modern developer-oriented, SaaS-oriented email platforms. And today we're going to see how well they can execute a particular task that may be something an agent want to do. So quickly, we're going to check that an audience exists for a particular new newsletter, and we are going to create a test contact into that audience, and then we want to send that contact a test email, basically generating some email optimized HTML that kind of hosts effectively some content that would maybe be found in a newsletter, and then ensure that the design and the theme of that email is kind of relevant to the topic at hand, maybe using a photo or some colors that are illustrative of whatever the email we want to send is. So we're going to check to see, can we create audiences? Can we create kind of groups of recipients? Can we add those recipients to those audiences? And then can we send an email all kind of in one shot using a single task prompt? And to drive this, we're using MCP.run's task platform, which is basically kind of a software builder and automation builder that lets you write a prompt in natural language, attach some MCP tools, and then execute that prompt manually on a cron job or directly using a webhook trigger to integrate into other software pipelines. So let's see what we're working with. I've got a totally empty new Resend account here, and we want to see it create an audience. General is just the default audience, and then create a contact and send the email. So we're going to run this task, and we're going to fill in these details. So I've parameterized this particular task so that I can inject more kind of dynamic variables into the prompt before it's executed, just to make it a little more flexible for programmatic use. So I'm going to use the AI agent audience. I'm going to create a name, just some random person, and an email that we created just for this demo. Okay. And let's run it. So we should see some output here and some tool calls. So of course, we're going to check first that we have the right audience. And if we don't have AI agent, it's supposed to create it. It's going to audience post, it's going to call it. It doesn't see that there's an audience with that name. So it's created it. And it is now going to extract the email and user information for prompt, Joe Smith, and create a contact in order to send an email to. And now it's going to generate the example newsletter and then send that through the Resend API. And it looks like it finished. Indeed. Let's go check it out. Do we have any email? Let's check our spam. I used the right email address. I did. Give it a minute. Oh, here we go. It's in our promotions. It's a newsletter. Great. Look at that. So we've been welcomed to the AI agent newsletter, and it's going to give us some things to expect. And that's pretty cool. Right on. Well, good job, Resend.